Hi, chat. Also, how do you guys feel about this lighting? I think it looks a lot better tonight. Um, the light in the back really doesn't do much, the lamp, but I got the ring light set up and then my old lamps I showed you before. I got those set up with new hoods on them. So I think we're good to go now. I think we're good to go. I think it's even better lighting than in the old studio. And hold on one second, chat. Are you finding what you're looking for, hun? Okay. I just grabbed the one with the actual recent like the live thing on it. So all right, guys. Anyways, hello, welcome to the show. Lighting looks good. Pokehouse says you're so crisp. Thank you. I try. Time for a DSLR and a SAC cam. I have an old SLR. Oh, hold on one second. Do you got everything you need for tomorrow? Okay, can I help with anything? Or are you all set? I didn't see any PPAT. I didn't check the bathroom. I know I didn't. Damn, I just realized that I checked out here. But I'll run another load with the clothes. Let's see here. I still can't get over the plane crash here last night. Oh, not Bisky says saw you on MLC today. Yeah, that was kind of fun. Wow, a lot of them were very fired up. A lot of them were very fired up, and then it's like, then a couple of them are like, "Wait, you think Aaron's a fucking piece of shit too?" Oh, that's okay. I'm like, yes, I do. I wasn't joking when I say they're both gay and cringe. That was very fun. That was very fun. Also, apparently Anthony Cumia doesn't like me, but there we go. Here we go. That's what it is. Clyde deficit? I don't know. Oh. Clyde. Clyde, come here, bud. This will be the one Anna calls into. That would be so much fun. No, I don't particularly hate Anthony Cumia, but apparently he wasn't liking the show. So I was like, oh man. Sorry. Apparently he said I just got here because you start over. Yeah. Does not matter if you're liked, only that you are known. Yes, I agree with that. Hey, Clay, come here, Bubba. Come here, Bubberkins. Come here, Bubby. Oh, Clyde, come here. Like, we have carpet in this room, so he just sits there and he's just like, because we're not on tile floor, and he's just like, this feels nice, fat man. Come here, Bubba. Come here, Clyde. Clyde, come here. There's no boxes in the way. I could clearly see you. You couldn't come walk to me. He's like, I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go. Help me, fat man. And then he just wanders off. So, nope, no Clyde right now. Are the dogs like in the new house? Yes. Yes. They're like in the new house. They're peeing on everything. It's what they do. Oh, let's see here. Did I see that? Yes, the old as fuck looking 19-year-old from your former state that got arrested for the UFC White House plot. Yeah, and it sounds really bad. Like I said, chat, I have nothing to do with that because if I set up a terrorist attack, it would have been 100 times better than what they would have done. And it probably would have happened. But these kids these days, man, these Zoomers, they ain't got the fight in them to make it happen. They just talk. Why does it look like I never moved houses? Yeah. Recreating the old office settings exactly as Kino. Not that artistic. It's going to be changed. So, like, what I'm thinking is behind me up top, we're going to have those Rhodesian posters. And then I don't know if I'm going to put the SMLE underneath, probably like hanging with the bayonet on it. Or I might do the Garand with the bayonet on it, hanging underneath them in between the bookcases. I don't know, something like that. Kind of what I was thinking. Be kind of neat. Oh, let's see. Get that safe in the corner. No, the safe actually is in a better spot. The safe is in a better spot. So, Marley says you deserve some new office furniture. Well, we got some good office furniture here. It works. I just got to organize everything now. No Zoom cord, so you could bring the gun safe back. No, the gun safe's in her bedroom where it should be. So, where it matters, where it's needed. Where it's needed. So, I'm all set there. Thank you, though, for your thoughts on that. Needed a gay neon sign like real YouTubers. Yes, thank you, Ginny. Ever says you bolt safe down. I mean, our house is on a slab, so no. It's not bolted down, but it's in a situation where it's not easy to move. So. Chewy. Meow. Meow. Brr. Chewy. Come here. Come here, pretty girl. Come on. You gonna come up here? We might have a kitty cat. Now you'll have to see if she pops up. They make acres for that, yeah. Shall I move to a different part of the government PSYOP warehouse? Does Clyde know the code to get into the safes? Well, somewhat. He knows where the weapons are stored out there. Get a neon sign behind you that says Count Dankula. Yeah. Very funny. Yeah, I don't know. I might not put mine down there. Oh, I gotta put out the thing out in chat. That's kind of how this would work if we're doing a call-in show. Also, guys, I apologize for running late. 2.0, I were having a nice night, and we were enjoying our dinner and just kind of relaxing. Let's see here. Okay, hold on here. Let's see. There we go. Wow. There we go. Now you got the StreamYard message. The link is pinned. I will say this is probably one of the cooler things I've seen, though, in the meantime, real quick. I don't know if you guys saw this, but there is a... This is so freaking cool. It is airplane related. So I warn you in advance. It is airplane related, but check this out, chat. Oh my god. Oh my god. My god. So here we go.
Well, things are a little busy, as you can imagine, but today...
This is a museum with an airworthy F4 Phantom chassis. Like, think about this. This is so cool. Just think, like, it's one thing like, oh, we have a P-51 Mustang. Well, we have an F4 Phantom. It's like, what?
Is the day? Well, we hope it is. We're at least going to go and high-speed taxi this beast. And if that goes well, there's a really good chance that if weather's good, we're going to go fly it for the first time in about 7 years today. And the team's been working really hard on it, as everybody already knows. And we're really excited to fire it up. But first things first, the high-speed taxi, we got quite a bit of things to check on this before we think about flying it later today. So right now, all of our thoughts are on the high-speed taxi, so stay tuned.
This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy what these guys are doing. And then, yeah, like, you imagine that you work for your museum and you come out to do a FOD walk. If you guys are in the Air Force, you know what that is. If you don't know what those people are doing, it's called a FOD walk. Foreign object damage. FOD is what's basically anything a jet engine can suck in that'll destroy it. So rocks, bolts, bits and pieces off another airplane. You literally walk all the way down, you find all the crap, and you pick it up and take it off the runway and off the taxiways. It's pretty cool. Like, they have to know that. Just, like, this is a museum owned an F4 collection. That is so cool. That is so cool. And just, like, the F4 Phantom is such a massive airplane. he's just sitting there thinking, oh my God, this ejection seat's 50 years old. And it takes off. That's so cool. You're just like, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. We're going to fly it. So they did the taxi. And then here they go. Check this out. That is so cool. Like, actual museums have crap like this now. That is so gnarly. So gnarly. Aim for the stars, you'll still land amongst the clouds. Yes. Yes. How do they get new explosives for the seats? I don't know. I don't know. Anti-Ricer GT says Tim Pool is still on. Yeah, well. Don't care. Dark Lotus says FOD walks are the most mind-numbing thing ever when you have a 10,000-foot runway. Yeah, I can imagine. I can only imagine. What museum? I don't know. There is a list of the F4 Phantom, like the actual flying model. Let me see here, chat. Hold on. Let's see here. Privately owned. I'm trying to see. Hold on here. United States. Let's see here. Where does it say this is at? Vietnam War Flight. Let's see. Where the hell is this at? Oh, VietnamWarFlight.com. It's in Houston, Texas. At the Vietnam. Oh, this looks pretty based, actually. The Vietnam War Flight Museum. Okay, this looks cool. Wow, this is neat. Our aircraft. Oh, what do they got for aircraft selection? Check this out, chat. They got a Sandy. Current condition flying of Skyraider. Yes, they got a BAC Provost. That's cool. They got a Nat. Oh, wow, this is actually pretty cool. These are not too common anymore. Those are really hard to find. They have a MiG-21. And it has an afterburner. They have a faggot, chat. They have a MiG-17, which is basically a MiG-15 and also can carry missiles. They got a Beechcraft Bonanza, which, okay, well, that's good. It hasn't killed anybody yet. That's pretty neat. They got some nice stuff they're working on. Okay. But look at all this other stuff. They got like an F-100. They've got, they got the F-100 back here. They got the CH-46. They got a Skyhawk. They got an A4. That's neat. They got all kinds of cool stuff. All kinds of cool stuff. Based. So let's see here. You would love our Wings Over Texas show down here just outside of Houston. Okay. Am I on S2 Underground's GhostNet? I don't know. I was all set up to do that for a while, but not lately. I need to. Now that I'm all resituated, probably need to try that again. Johnny Osprey says some Air America planes. Some of them probably. Nearness is fuck Fod Walks. Yes. All right, chat real quick. We got Ski Man for 10 pounds sterling. Says Scotland for the World Cup. Well, no, we're getting set to be pumped by Brazil and Morocco. Still won one game, though, so we might get through to the knockout round. Maybe. Well, there we go. All right, Ty D and then some guy Cancer. You guys are going to be up here, so let's get our first caller in. Ty D, how you doing, man?
Yo, doing well. What's up, Sean?
Not much. I'm doing all right.
Oh, maybe hopefully you can't hear yourself.
What's that?
I've got you kind of on speaker, so I just wanted to make sure you couldn't hear yourself.
Oh, hold on. No, I can still hear myself.
Oh, okay. One second.
Yeah. Turn down your radio caller.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So here's my question. What do you think generally about judges having the ability to just say, you know what, we're not doing it, no cameras in this courtroom? Like, I feel like we just see time and time again where it just you know, sullies the trust in the system or whatever, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like,
I don't think that should be. I think the default should be the other way around. But I do think there might be times where a court may have to do it. I think that should be extremely rare.
Can you imagine like something where someone could claim injury or something, and there would actually be like a case against them being able to do this going forward? Is that even,
you mean
reality?
Oh, like could somebody go to that judge in Texas and say, I suffered injury because of what you did? No, I mean judges have a lot of they pretty much have judicial immunities pretty much absolute, and they have discretion to run their courtroom. So courts are going to defer to that discretion and say, well, he was doing what he thought was best. So no, I don't think you'll get anywhere. I mean, it's like asking a judge to help sue another judge, and it's like, no judge is going to help you do that. They ride for the brand at the end of the day. So I'm gonna. At least that's the cynical side of me.
Yeah, I just wonder if there's ever a time where someone would have to say, or I don't know how far up the court system it could go, but whether they could say, like, this interest of the public to get to view this the system really is important and needs to be held to some standard, if not just like at a judge's discretion. It just seems like a loose. I mean, maybe it's not. I don't really know, but
yeah, no, I get what you're saying, and I'm thinking it's.
What's the recourse whenever? How do you address a grievance if say people agree that a judge's discretion was not good in saying that no, we're not going to allow cameras in these courtrooms?
Yeah, I don't know what you'd be able to do there. I think that'd be really tough. That's. I don't know what the answer would be. Yeah, I mean, that's the only other thing you could do is, when they come up for election, just to go off on them and take care of it. I think that's really the only way you could do it going forward, but they're still going to do what they think is right.
I wonder what the general attitude of the public is toward being able to see inside the court process. If it's like trending one way or the other, I would assume.
I think it's trending more towards openness. It's trending more towards access, but you run into the issue of people saying like they want access, but what do they really mean when they say they want access? It's kind of one of those deals. Like, you say you want this, but do you understand what that really means? And I don't think people are honest and willing to admit about what they want. So.
Yeah, cool. All right, well, cool. Thanks for taking the call.
Of course. Thanks, man. Drive safely.
Yep, thanks. See
ya. All right, chat. We got another one. It's up to the media to make the motion. Yeah, but just in general, though, I think he's saying like if you wanted to make it, what could you do? And I'm like, well, there's some ideas. There's some ideas there. So got Cancer. Are you ready? You thumbs up. Are you good to go? Are you there? Okay, I see you now. Okay. All right, next up, guys, we got some guy with cancer. Here we go. Welcome to the show, man. How you doing?
I'm good. I actually was at the doctor earlier, but it's a never-ending party.
Well, I hope it was better news for you.
It was palliative care. They do my pain management, so it was quick. It was pain medicine working. So it wasn't and actually last week I was in Houston for scans, and everything on the scan was stable.
Good.
So I'm not dying any faster than I was.
Well, that's good. And is the AIDS under control still too, or are they working on that next?
Oh, I've been on the internet too long. They're super AIDS. There's no hope for them. Not even Magic Johnson's money can cure them.
Well, that's all. I'm glad you got a sense of humor still. So how you doing, man? What's going on?
Oh, well, I'm doing good now that I'm doing a lot better than I was when Barbara Elmore was going to get the state burned down in the Aaron Spencer case.
Oh yeah, no, that's And are you in Arkansas?
I am. I'm not in Lonoke. I'm not in Lonoke County.
Is it was this a big deal down there, like statewide, or no?
Oh, it was huge. I mean, there were people ready to burn down the courthouse. I mean, it was a big deal. People were pissed.
Really? Oh, that's good to hear.
And my mom used to work for the military up at Fort Chaffee. She knew Michael Fossler.
Oh.
Did
he have a reputation?
She said he was always nice to her. And when his wife died, she said he really seemed to like fall off the deep end, but there was stuff going on long before she died. And so maybe he wasn't quite as brazen or as crazy when she was still alive.
Okay.
And my uncle used to be next door neighbors with Barbara Elmore.
Oh.
And he said, she was always a Democrat. Obviously our judicial elections are nonpartisan, but he knew her for years and she was a Democrat. He's like, but I didn't know she was crazy. And I was like, I don't know if this is crazy or if this is, trying to self-preservations, trying to make sure that it didn't get out about what she had done. But the Streisand effect is the real weird thing for a reason.
No, it definitely is, and I'm glad she's gone. But jeez, it's such a shame it took that long for this to happen. That's the thing that upsets me the most.
Well, and as for like a big deal in Arkansas, there were members of the Arkansas state legislature that were sending letters to the Supreme Court going, are you guys going to fix this? Because we don't trust her. And if you don't fix it, we're going to. And,
really?
Yeah. So basically no one liked, it's like, do we have to go with the nuclear option on this? Which some of them were prepared. Thank you, Diane W5Q. I'm not sure what that stands for.
That's the whole YouTube like messing up people's names stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so no, it was a big deal in Arkansas.
That makes me feel better because I was kind of worried. I'm like, do people even there know what's happening? But that's good they know.
Oh yeah,
they
knew and they were pissed.
Oh really? Awesome. Well, that's good. That's good. I'm glad. Our
there's Kat.
Yep. Hi, Kat. Are you?
Hello, Kat.
Are you gonna make your way over there to go take it? Like, here you go, man. Let's go have a steak dinner because I honestly think that's he's gonna be the most popular man around. And, especially if he becomes Sheriff Spencer.
Oh, he's going to. I mean, I know he's got an opponent in the general, but
I feel bad for the guys who worked in the sheriff's office who screwed up the discovery and lost the video card because they're probably getting fired.
Well, no, they already did.
Oh, they're already gone? Oh, wow.
Well, because the current sheriff is a, can I say retard on YouTube? Because that's
Oh,
what
you can
he
say
is.
whatever you want. Yeah, go
Well,
for it.
I'm trying not to get you like demonetized.
Oh no,
or
that's
struck.
that's not the word that's going to get me demonetized. So don't worry.
So anyway, the current sheriff that lost knew about this video card, knew about this dash cam the entire time.
Oh,
the
geez.
judge dismisses it. The next day he fires the detective that handled it.
Good.
Well, I mean, it's good that the guy's gone, but at the same time, it's like, could you have maybe done something beforehand so now it doesn't look like you fired him out of retaliation?
Yeah, well.
And so, again, that's why he lost the election, because he's too stupid to realize that, you know, doing this the day after just looks like you retaliated against him because of the court order, as opposed to you actually caring about, you know, the integrity of your investigations.
Yes. No, that's that's pretty awesome. Well, that's good news. I'm glad people are wanting to deal with it, because it needs to be addressed, and hopefully they figure something out.
Well, Elmore's retiring.
Yes, I know she is.
She was either going to retire or be run out of town with pitchforks.
Couldn't happen to a nicer person.
Oh, yeah, I would have been there. I could have joined the Lincoln Project and carried a tiki torch around.
I get that reference. I get that joke.
Glad you do. I was worried. I was like, is this too niche?
No. That one works. That one works. No,
and
I get it.
Do you know who I need to contact? Because I hate everybody, and the SPLC won't give me any money.
I know. I haven't gotten anywhere either. And tomorrow night we're going to go over their new indictment. There's a new superseding indictment they filed about a week or so ago. That's even more damning than the original one.
Yeah, I saw.
Really bad.
I saw that they filed a superseding one, but I haven't.
Yeah, well, no, we're going to talk about tomorrow night.
Yeah, I mean, I was on the road most of the day. Like,
I bet.
It's about an hour and 40 minutes from where I live to my doctor, and I was there for 30 minutes and then had to turn and drive back. So,
okay,
I haven't had a whole lot of free time today, but
well, hopefully you got some work coming up.
Yeah. I'll be gone tomorrow morning, but I should be back in time for your stream.
Oh, well, thank you for thinking about that. But no, I hope it's is it uphill both ways?
In the snow with no shoes. Yes.
In the snow in Arkansas in June.
You know, when I was a kid, I used to be able to walk around with no shoes. It didn't bother me. Now, if I step outside in like just my socks, I'm like, oh God, I'm done.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have that issue, but I do know, like, since I've been down here, like, just the fact that the air doesn't have any humidity, like air conditioned air has no humidity in it. It feels so cold, and it's like, no, the thermostat's at like 76 or 77, and it still feels like it's freezing. Like I need to put on a sweater. I don't get it. I don't get it as I get older. So.
I mean, you know, it's like you get up and all of a sudden something new hurts. And you're like, what did I do to that?
Well, it happens all the time. So,
yeah.
No, I totally get it. But anyways, good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well, and keep keeping on, man. Hope to see you around for many more days.
I don't plan on going anywhere anytime soon.
Good.
But you know, occasionally I'll read something. I'm like, you know, maybe I do want to be done with this world.
Well, no, there's too much fun. There's too much stuff to have fun and laugh at. So
I'll leave you with this. My best friend, who's been my friend, you know, ever since high school and even before that, he told me one time, he said, you're still alive because you're too fucking stubborn to die. He's like, you were the most stubborn person I've ever met. And I'm like, okay.
Sometimes, yes, hey, being stubborn or spiteful is, can be a motivator. So
I have plenty of that too. So
I
all right,
understand.
well,
But
I'll let you get back to it, and I'll talk to y'all guys later.
all right, have a nice night, man. Take care. Bob says you can have my life force. All right. David over in MLS says, I would call in, but I'm boycotting Florida. That's okay. You don't have to do it. Real King, are you ready? All right. All right. Next up, we have the Real King of a Possum. The Real King Possum. How you doing? Oh, you're muted. You weren't aware.
All right, I'm
There you
muted.
go. Yep, you're unmuted.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you? What's
I'm
going
doing
on?
all right. I just like random StreamYard conversations. You know what I
Okay.
mean? You know, like I like to dive into different conversations because, to me that's important.
Yeah. Well, hey, you're here, man. So what do you want to talk about? What's going on?
I don't know what was the topic before I got here.
Nothing. We had just started, so it's like kind of like it's just call-in show. What's on your mind? What do you want to talk about?
Should we talk about anything?
Yeah. Anything you want to talk about at all?
It's okay if I smoke cigarettes.
Yeah, I don't have a problem smoking cigarettes. I don't think YouTube does either. So yeah, go for it.
No, it's just making
What do you
sure I'm
smoke?
not gonna like. I could like. Not to put. I mean, I own
Oh.
them, but I'm not gonna like show certain things on camera, and
Sure. I appreciate that.
yeah, I'm not that type of person. I'm not gonna.
What kind of
Yeah.
cigarettes do you smoke? What brand?
Right now I'm smoking Pall Mall Black 100.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't like menthols, but
Oh.
I like a blend. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And EW says, "Wait, I have kids watching."
That's what I was trying to say. Like,
Yeah, no,
oh,
he's being an asshole. Don't worry about it.
okay.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, smoking.
no, you're all good. You're all good. Don't worry. He's just being.
All right.
He's
Like,
taking the
I
piss, as they say.
I find StreamYards that are live, and I
Mhm.
like to have conversations with different people because I love different perspectives of
Mhm.
different people.
Yeah.
And
So,
it's like life. Ask me a question. Like ask me something.
I don't know. I mean, we talk about. I don't know if this is a channel we talk about like stuff about the law and things that are going on there. I'm an attorney, so we kind of cover all those different things that have been going on lately. But really, anything you want to talk about at all.
Let's hear your attorney. Okay, then let's. Damn. Okay, then that piques my interest.
All right.
How do you feel about the Carmelo Anthony and the Metcalf situation?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like I'm not surprised he got convicted, and honestly,
Excuse me.
No, you're good. You're good. To me, he shouldn't have. He shouldn't have stabbed the kid. Based on like oh, he touched me or put hands on me. It's like, well, it has to be reasonable, and I don't think anybody would think what he did was reasonable. So I'm not surprised that he got convicted. Honestly, I'm surprised he decided to go to trial though. Based on
that
facts.
was probably the worst thing he could have done.
Yeah, no,
If he did not go to trial and he pled out and he had a decent attorney, he could at least got 10 to 15 years. Maybe 20. With a possibility of parole after 30. Okay, let's just say 30 years with a possibility of parole.
Mm-hmm. Well, in Texas, it's at the halfway point he's eligible. So he gets 17 years in, he can get parole. So
There you go. Why would you go to trial?
I don't know. I think it wouldn't surprise me if his family gassed him up thinking like you got this, or maybe he had his own delusion that he got this and nobody sat him down and really explained to him like, no man, you're done. We should be trying to figure out a way to protect you. But I think Carmelo wanted to go to trial. I think he thought he'd win.
Did you not see that his parents?
It wouldn't be I've said this before. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if his parents were involved in that. This happens, I've had this happen before where my client.
They told him they told the courts he was indigent and he cannot afford an attorney. So there you go.
Yeah, no, and that's not
That's
uncommon.
horrible.
What's that? That his parents aren't helping him?
No, they got $600,000 on a GoFundMe account. So why wouldn't you help your kid?
Because it wouldn't be the first time people use their family members for money. I mean, that happens many a time.
All the time. You're right.
And that, his parents might be pieces of shit, but that's not just, unique to him. Like, there's a lot of piece of shit parents out there, sadly.
Well, they bought a $900,000 house.
They bought a navigator and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, like, come on.
Hey, it's all for security. They're worried about security and safety. So
yeah.
They're worried about that. So
it's funny.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's what they did. So let me see here. What is somebody saying? Didi Brimstone saying if he had one black person on the jury, he would have been a mistrial. I don't know. I mean, the ones they found, yes, but I don't think everyone. But yes, the odds would have been pretty high, I think. And then they probably would have tried it. They would have tried him again. And then
a mistrial don't mean shit.
Well, I mean, it makes it hard to try it again. And been there, done that says 700 of the 600K went to a new house. Yeah, it was an insane amount of money. So, Kyle Rittenhouse's lawyer tried to pocket all the money. Yeah, that's true. In Kyle Rittenhouse's case, the one attorney, Lynn Wood, tried to steal, what was basically about $1 million.
It was sued his ass.
Well, yeah, he didn't get very far with it, but it's tough.
Anything in legal proceedings, when you go through anything in courts, people don't realize it takes a long time.
I think people are starting to get hip to that because they're starting to see these people ask for, fundraising, and the fundraising, you raise all the money, and then almost immediately it's gone. Like it just gets soaked up almost immediately. So. Brewberry says we have a legal scholar on the call. Well, yeah, I am here. Poor Man says, what is your take on Give and Go shutting down the funding? I mean, that's all these places have their own policies and rules. Just figure out a way to operate with them. They are a private entity. They could do whatever they want. So just be smart about it is what my argument would be, really, at the end of the day. So I think that there are ways you can handle it, but you just have to be smart about it. Let me see here.
Well, if you create a GoFundMe for $600,000,
yeah,
and then it's supposed to be for a legal defense for your son, and then you do this, is that not fraud? Is it not? Okay, let's just use like.
I mean, I would say that it's not being used for the intended purpose, but I don't know if a court would consider that fraud in the sense of they would let you sue these people for it. And that's just
I'm saying to be sued, but you could be arrested for it.
Oh yeah, I mean, need to put as many people in jail or in front of the the courts as possible, or should we be really careful about how we do that? And that's all that's kind of how I look at it. So, and I don't know if this would be necessary or proper to have somebody risk prison time based on what appears to be, at the very least, very sketchy, and if not outright fraud. But it just, is that something we really want to
It
do?
is outright fraud, because when you do something based off the pretense of doing something for something else, and then you don't do it, that's fraud.
I mean, at the base level, yes, it is fraud. But is that enough fraud that a court would recognize it? I don't think it would. So
Maybe not. You're right.
Yeah,
Because I mean,
and I don't disagree with you, but I think that ultimately that's just how it works there. And I'd rather give you the real answer than a bullshit answer. So
yeah, it's kind of, to me, it's like, does he deserve that sentence? Yes. I grew up, I got bullied in school. I never once thought about doing something like that to somebody else.
Yeah, and that just it's just like, where does that all come from? And that's
how he was raised.
I mean, I think that's where you ultimately get to this at that point. So
yeah.
All right. Well, we got a couple more callers coming in, Possum King. So, thank you for being here, man. I appreciate you stopping by.
All right.
And you have a good night, man. All right.
Take it easy.
Thank you. The real King Possum, guys. All right, check. Give me 1 second here. I need to go grab a drink, guys. I will be right back. Give me 1 second. All right. BRB. Sorry, chat. It's like, I felt this hair everywhere. All right, so we need to. Who do we got next in line? We've got Next up, we have Katie, and we're gonna let me. Let's. There we go. All right. Oh no, she backed out. She's gone. So Ohio's ways have caught up to Florida. Yes. All right. Next up, we have EDW Raptor. How you doing, man?
Oh, hello. Is this thing on?
Yes.
Fuck.
What's up?
No. Sorry, that was an old call-in joke from C-SPAN. Every once in a while, I like to go back to those old call-ins for C-SPAN and just listening to the troll phone calls and everything. It's pretty fun. But other than that, it's going to be a wet and really wet night for me. As well, it's not Tropical Storm Arthur anymore. It's just tropical depression rolling in. But it could be worse.
Yeah, I've heard there's a thing out there in the Gulf. So, but not here yet. Not here yet. So.
It's not going to be as worse as Tropical Storm Allison of 2001. I think we got about 30 inches of rain that storm.
Oh, really?
And it came about a foot from flooding the house, which is very unusual for where I live.
Okay.
The bayou came up to 1 foot from toppling the levee. And if my house is underwater, the rest of town's underwater, and there's no hope for us at that point.
Okay.
Yep. But I think we should be celebrating the running of the Bronco. It's the anniversary of OJ's running.
Yeah, it is.
It is. It's June 17th.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. Good times.
Okay.
That's when history of broadcast television changed. When producers and executive producers realized, what sells? Police chases.
Well, I think I don't know if I mentioned it here, but I probably did at some point. I was a little kid, and we were in Sanibel Island, Florida. We were there for a vacation, and my dad said they cut away from the NBA game, and we thought it was the coolest thing ever as kids watching all the police cars.
That would have been nice, but I was 4 years old in '94, so I could barely remember the Oklahoma City bombing, just seeing it on TV.
Yeah,
that sort of thing. But I don't. It's just so far long ago, and it's like, what is the first thing you ever remember in your life?
I don't know. I don't know what I remember way back then. So,
for me, it's the OKC bombing. I don't know why, but it's that. Just rolling around on the brown shag carpet in the front room with the big old tube television. Good times, good memories.
Mystery Sniper says to graduate high school in '94. Jeez.
My God.
Yeah.
2009 for me.
Yeah. Well, 2004 for me.
Oh, not that far. I would have been 2008, but I was a fucking moron.
Got held back.
8th grade. Yeah, I got held back in 8th grade. Catholic school, very tough. And it's just, I was going through some things. My mother had died a few years before that. Going through some things, whatever. I made it through high school. I am doing fine with my life right now. Can't complain. Oh, I just noticed. Why do I have gay mod as my title?
I don't know. You did that.
Yeah, I did. But
yeah. You're like, it's a false flag. You're like, it's like the cross burnings or the swastikas drawn on things. They're like, no, I'm pretty sure you did that yourself, buddy.
Yeah. Speaking of false flags, what was that cross burning? I forgot what city it was. It turned out
with the Asian guy.
Yeah, it was an Asian guy. It was anti-Trump. What is up with this world nowadays? It's just nothing makes sense anymore. It's horseshoe theory real. It's starting to make sense.
Well, no, I thought it's funny. And if you guys don't know what he's talking about, there was a cross that was being lit on fire. It was in a big city, and they were trying to figure out who did it. And it was in Chicago, and it was an Asian guy who did it.
Mr. Sniper, I am indeed down from. I'm down on the bayou. Excuse me.
This is here. This is the fun. Yeah, this is the funny part about it. The person of interest in the cross burning. Notice, chat. Person of interest means we're pretty sure it's him. But anyways, here you go. Like, listen to this. This is hilarious.
We're going to begin with that NBC5 News Investigates exclusive. This was the startling and offensive scene in Grant Park last Tuesday. A burning
Like, it's literally it was literally a T for tolerance.
Cross, symbol for centuries that has represented racism and hatred. For just about a week now, Chicago police and the FBI have been trying to identify a man who is suspected of setting up this cross and torching it. Well, tonight, the NBC Chicago investigative team has now ID'd a 21-year-old college senior who says he is the person in this photo and describes why he did it. To our investigative reporter, Chuck Gowdy, who has interviewed the man behind the burning cross and tonight has this exclusive story.
Until right now, the young shirtless
The Asian face of white supremacy.
man running from a burning cross Park was a nameless person of interest in a Chicago police arson investigation and subject of a possible FBI hate crime case. NBC5 Investigates has now interviewed the man who admits burning the cross. University of Illinois Chicago senior Merlin Liu says he knew the implications of a burning cross and had placed a MAGA hat atop the cross, explaining his motivation was to protest Trump administration injustice, not something racist.
How did you land on a burning cross?
Just
yes, the Methodist. He screamed, "This is MAGA country!"
MAGA country.
Jesse Smollett was there. Yes,
it came up to my head one day. I wanted to find something that I could do by myself, like no organization, no friends, no. I did know about this historical relevance beforehand, but I didn't know the severity. How
bullshit.
Yeah, I didn't know this thing. Just admit you wanted to be an edgy boy, like, because if you just Google, if you just Google cross burning, it's like I'm pretty sure you know what it was, because if you just Google cross burning, it's not going to be the nicest thing. Like here, like if you Google cross burning, like it's not good. It's not a good look.
As a person from the South, I could tell you, yes, indeed, it's not a great look at all.
Yeah, like you do that, and you're like, oh wow. He's like, oh look, they dress like ghosts. Oh look, they're having a fun time. No, they're not. No, they're not. And yes, technically, the Methodists have a burning cross as their symbol. I agree. I understand, but this guy is hilarious. He's like, I just want to be an edgy boy.
Racially motivated it may seem from what I did, because my protest has nothing to do with race, nothing to do with gender.
Should you have done it some other way?
Yeah, probably.
Merlin Liu is a 21-year-old Naperville native.
And Liu rips this forehand shot.
That's him playing tennis at Neuqua Valley High School, where he was graduated in 2022. Last week, Liu sent this scripted video to NBC, claiming responsibility for the cross burning, but saying he had no affiliation with the Ku Klux Klan, apologizing.
That's a lie. He's definitely part of KKK.
He's from the SPLC's paying him. Like, I have no affiliation with the Ku Klux Klan. No shit.
No,
he's at the blind chapter.
There was a video on Twitter I've seen.
White.
There's a Twitter video I've seen in the last couple weeks, and it's of a Japanese guy. You know how they do their politicking in the streets and everything, dressed up in the full fascist, like.
Well, that's a separate thing. The Japanese has some weird stuff going on.
I've seen
the ones where they had an SS. I've seen the ones where they did an SS themed wedding. And I was like, damn. I'm like, we microwaved them a little too hard the second time.
Yeah, nah, you're right. Especially with the anime and all that shit. I agree.
Yeah, and I was just like, I mean, I will say if I can still find the pictures of it. Yeah, the Nazi chic weddings are a thing. Yeah, this was, and I was like, this is it right here. Yeah. Planet Perfect events, and it's like, when you look at this, and it's, this is one of the images here, the guys with his buddies, and they're dressed up. And you're like, what the hell? What the hell is wrong with these guys? We'll say though, I mean, this he does this, I wish I could find the full. Let me see if I could find the
You surely can't compete with that level of weeaboo.
I can't. And I mean, I will say, like, I will give the guy credit, like, his uniform is spot on. Like, he's got a very good
Oh yeah.
That is a very good LSSAH uniform. Done very well.
Hey, in Japanese culture, if you're gonna do it, you better do it right. That's how they do it.
Yes, don't bring dishonorable don't bring dishonor into the family. Although I do think it's a little interesting though, he didn't do like he's just a lieutenant. It's just it's a lieutenant, the Untersturmführer for the SS. He wasn't like a Hauptmann or senior lieutenant. He's just be at the bottom of the totem pole.
Yep.
So
before I leave, this is a good transition into a headline I've seen from the New York Post today. The headline reads, Germany records highest ever number of anti-Semitic incidences in 2025. I'd like to cast X for doubts on that one. That is the highest.
What? Wait, hold on. What?
So this is the headline. Germany records highest ever.
Oh, I think it's Jeremy. Like the quartering. Oh, Germany, the Deutschland.
Yeah. So apparently in 2025, they have more anti-Semitic attacks than, say, the 1930s.
That's not a surprise because they have an entire population that is operating with a similar level of impunity.
Yeah. One last thing. Is it almost time for the free corps yet?
No.
No.
I told you when it's time. I don't know when the time is for you to start your own Serbian paramilitary organization, but when it's time, you'll know.
Gotcha. Well, it was good talking to you tonight, Sean. Everybody, have a great night.
Thanks, EDW Raptor.
Later.
All right, guys. Moving on from there. VTube enthusiast, Kite 10, and King Jer's Bible. You guys are up. That's the batting order. Next up, chat, we have VTube enthusiast. How you doing, man?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, can definitely hear you.
So, what you got going on this weekend? I fucking hate Jeremy Hambley.
How was your weekend?
I mowed the lawn.
Also,
that was it.
What is your?
Oh, okay. So, Phase Connect, the VTubing company, they had Phase Con this weekend. Unfortunately, I could not attend for a variety of reasons, and I also can't attend OffKai, the VTuber convention. But at the Phase Connect, there was a woman who had spiked lemonade in a cooler with like red Solo cups, and she put her feet in it, and people were getting that to drink, some foot juice spiked lemonade.
Oh.
In fact, I have a video of a friend taking a swig himself.
No.
Oh, come on, Sean. I thought you liked to party. What the hell, man?
Yeah, I like to party, but not like that. Oh my god.
Well, have you heard about the orgies at these VTuber conventions?
Yes, I've heard of all kinds of things, and I've the furries having the,
Okay, all right. Let's stop that right the fuck right now. We are not like furries, okay? All right, so get that out of your mind. We are not like furries. But okay, do you remember that guy Jean-Marie Le Pen, the French political guy, philosopher?
Yes.
Okay, he said
of Algeria.
Yeah, exactly. I know what you mean by that. He said degeneracy is like salt on a savory meal. A little bit of it, and it enhances the flavor and makes the meal more enjoyable. But too much, and it completely ruins the meal. Well, I think that the VTuber orgies and the foot juice are the right kind of salt in the savory meal.
Well, be careful about talking too loud about orgies. You'll have Nick showing up with your stuff. Do you really want that?
Oh God, no! He is not
You really
welcome.
want
He is
that?
not
Do you
welcome.
really want that?
No. Nick is not welcome. I will personally go to staff and have him kicked out. I will be that Karen.
You can be careful. Be careful what you wish for. You're out here knocking on the devil's door. He may answer.
Yeah. Anyway, EDW Raptor. I know I'm probably winning the hearts and minds of chat right now. I can only imagine. But EDW Raptor said he remembered a faint glimpse of the Oklahoma City bombing. The earliest political
furries getting involved. I'm just it's getting ready.
Well, I don't think furries were behind the Oklahoma City bombing.
But I just in general, when I hear the things people talk about furries, I get a little,
Man, you have furries on your mind a lot, Sean. Is there something you want to admit to us right now?
It's the Kartoffel Smasher. Yes. I don't know. Is there something?
I noticed you didn't answer yes or no, so okay.
No, I'm just leaving that alone. I'm just leaving this alone. Yes.
All right. Well,
mashed into potatoes.
Oh Lord. I just wanted to say the earliest political memory I have in my mind. Do you remember when the IRA during the latter years of the Troubles blew up the London Stock Exchange?
Yeah.
That fertilizer truck?
Yes.
That is the earliest political memory I have. I remember I was going to kindergarten. My aunt was driving me to school, and we were listening to the radio, and the story came up about like that terrorist attack, and we were like both in shock about it. And I was like, "Well, Aunt so and so, like, why are they doing this?" And she was a Catholic lady too, not an Irish Catholic. I have zero Irish blood in me, but like she was a Catholic, and she's like, "Oh well, they're crazy. They're like radicalized, and they want to use violence to get what they want." And I was like, "Why?" And she's like, "It's complicated. I'll explain it when you're older." And sure enough, when I got older, I got interested in all this shit. So
nice. Well, there you go.
Yeah, but that was the earliest political memory I have.
Oh, for me, the thing I can remember the most is the Gulf War, and I thought it was being fought in Greenland because everything was green on TV.
When I was like 4 years old, I remember 4 or 5 years old, I remember hearing about the Gulf War, and I thought it was fought in the Gulf of Mexico, and we were fighting Mexico.
Based. Little did you know that was still happening.
Yeah, that fight never finished.
Somebody says, "Are you playing with a gun?" They can hear some clacking.
Oh no! This is like a. I'm not. Why would I be playing with you? People think I'm like totally fucking out like kookster, but no. This is a Swiss Army knife that is like designed to open bottles exclusively. It is made in China and it is really shitty, but part of it is good at opening beer bottles, and I am on my third beer, so I thought I might as well have it to open beer. I don't know where they make good Swiss Army knives anymore, because I heard that the Swiss, I know with Sig,
still good.
What?
Victorinox, they still make decent knives.
Are they? Do they make Swiss Army knives?
In reality, if you want to get a Swiss Army knife and you're an adult, buy a Leatherman.
Buy a Leatherman?
Yeah, that's what you're gonna need anyway. So.
Okay. Is it alright if I but DM you later and ask you for like a resource on where to buy a good like knife or Swiss Army knife kit?
Yeah, sure. I mean, but I'm the type of guy I buy like the Harbor Freight multi-tools because I break them and use them too much, and lose them. So
yeah, I had a bunch of multi-tools, but my sister.
Do you have a clone of Carmelo's stabbing knife?
No.
See, that's what I want to know. I want to, people try to clone weapons, and it's like I want to clone infamous crime weapons. So,
oh, that you are kind of an edgy boy, Mr. Martin.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, no, I had a bunch of multi-tools, but my sister, and I love her. I love my sister to death. She has really sticky fingers, and somehow all the things in my house seem to go missing when she comes over. And sometimes I'll go over her place, and I'll find them there. And yeah, and I don't want to start any arguments, but that starts stuff. Fortunately, she hasn't stolen any of my VTuber plushies yet.
Yeah, and yes, Brandon Herrera's cloned a lot of guns, and they work. Yes. So
yes.
All right, man. But yeah, no, send me, and I'll help you find some good knives or good multi tools out there.
Okay, cool. And I heard Katie wanted to get on. Get Katie on. She wanted to talk to the young guy who was stoned out of his mind.
I don't know. I don't know where Katie's at. She won't show back up. So
Lord, I blame EDW after TBH.
Yeah, no, you can. It makes sense. So.
All right, I'm going to head out of here. Sean, let's go to Offkai next year.
Where's that?
California usually, but it's a VTuber convention. You should like it.
Oh.
And we can go and get some foot juice.
That's all you, brother.
All right, more for me. All right, I'll see you, Sean.
All right, see you, man. All right, bye. All right, Chitin, are you ready, man? Out there, thumbs up. And then Jer's Bible, and then flawless cowboy. You're up third. All right, next up to the plate, ladies and gentlemen, is it Chitin or Caton? I don't know, but here you go. How you doing, man?
Good. It's from Dune. It's Catan, the planet of the Emperor.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
how you doing, man?
Good. Did you ever get your computer fixed?
No, I'm sending this out actually to let Northwest try to take a look at this. So, gonna let them take a look at it, see if they can work on it.
I have a spare GPU if you want it.
No, what kind is it?
It's a Radeon 9070.
Is that better than what I had? Or no?
What do you have?
This is a 3060 Ti.
Mine is better.
Okay.
Because that one is probably 12 gigabytes, I'm guessing. And mine is...
I think so, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, it's also a couple years old.
I work in IT, so I know that stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so, I mean, hey, but dude, by the way, I'm only an hour away from you, so I can just...
Oh, wow.
So I can help you. So if you want IT help, I can give it to you.
Well, I'll talk to you about it, see how much you want for it. I don't just want to take it from you, so... but yeah, I'm thinking about getting this sent out. There's some guy Northwest.
Hold on. Tell you what. I can help you troubleshoot it, see if it's working.
Mm-hmm.
If it doesn't work, then we'll go from there. If you want to do that.
Okay, and we'll figure so.
I mean, just
yeah, no, I appreciate that.
No, I was like, oh, Sean's becoming a Florida man. Cool. So I'm hoping you're going to go by. Turns out you are.
Yes. Meet at night in a deserted area. Yeah, well, that's how you got to do it. You got to do it.
We'll meet in the back of the Buc-ee's.
No, perfect. That'll go perfect for us.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm down here in Brevard County. I'm guessing you're up north of me. So
yeah,
I've been out here in Florida for 3 years. I was actually here in Florida before, and then I had to move up to the West Coast just to do work because I used to work for F-35, and then I got out of that, and then now I'm just doing something else.
I can see your shirt. Yeah, got the F-35 on there.
Yeah, I mean, it was part of my work because I used to be stationed at Nellis and Hale Air Force Base, so that was fun. And so having to go on the flight line and stuff like that. And I mean, I'm a deaf guy, so I didn't go into the military. So this was my way around becoming a war profiteer.
Yeah. Hey, that it all works out. It sounds like.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. Anyway, so but yeah, on the side note, I just watched the channel because I like law stuff, but I never bothered to go to law school. I just didn't have the time for that.
Well, hey, I understand, and I barely had the time for it myself, so I totally get it.
Yeah, and I know that your backstory was that you put yourself through law school, was it?
Well, I didn't put myself. Well, I worked at night through it, but that did not put me through school. I wish they paid that much.
Right. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I remember you talking about it like half a year ago, something like that. Give me your background. But you went to where did you go to? Akron or something?
I went to Toledo.
Okay, gotcha.
So
Yeah, and
no,
but you,
actually, believe it or not, Kurt on Uncivil Law went to Akron. Law
oh,
School.
okay, gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. Is there anyone famous that went to an Ohio law school?
Oh, to mine? Oh, I don't know. Actually, hold on here.
No, not in general, like an Ohio law school.
Oh,
Anyone famous?
I think so. Let me see. I think I don't know. Did Taft go to law school in Ohio?
President Taft? Oh. You can
Yeah.
need the fat president.
Yeah, he went to the University of Cincinnati. So there you go.
Well, you need the fattest president.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember something about that. Not a lot of people know presidents before then, but yeah. There was. I know that they had a bathtub for Roosevelt on the Missouri.
Yes.
Back when he was supposed to be on it, but he never on the Missouri, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And
well, they ran FDR through the car wash. So
went in the wheelchair.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyways, by the way, if you ever do gun shooting,
yes,
let me know. It'd be cool to hang out. I don't know the ranges around here, but like what you mentioned, pretty much all the county operated ranges are pretty good.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I found like all the counties around me, they all the counties have shooting ranges, and I'm like, this is cool, and it's pretty cheap to use them, like among the other places. But yeah, like all the counties around me have like shooting ranges, and I'm like, wow,
Yeah,
this is a pretty cool state overall.
Right, there's a more exclusive shooting range just down south of me, and it's a $250 membership a year.
Mm-hmm.
But you get to what's that word? Monitor your own range. So that way you don't have some asshole walking over you.
Mm.
And so they do it on that one. You just have to be pretty good about policing your own range.
Okay, that makes it that. You know,
yeah,
that's,
but I mean,
that's helpful.
Well, yeah, because I remember when I was out in Pima County, out in Arizona, I went to the county shooting range. The RSOs were kind of dicks, but I kind of understood why, because you'll get shady people coming out and just doing stupid shit. You know, like I went to, like I'm in my lane, for example, and I'm just shooting the shit, and then this guy looked like he come from the cartel. You know, like
just starts digging through everything. Yeah.
Right, and so he got his gun. He had like an AR and AK, no optics whatsoever. Just shooting down the lane, and just like doing dual shooting and all that. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? And he just he's really obnoxious about it. And I'm like, fuck it, I'm getting out of here. I am not gonna bother with this because I don't even know what the fuck I'm gonna do. And so I just left out. There was another memorable time for me was there was a guy who dressed up in like a military getup, got the red beret on, and he had some single flash on it from the army.
Yeah,
and he was pretending like he could teach firearm to the guy that he was with, and he was doing all the wrong thing. And I'm like, oh my god, by the way, and he even got like knee-high boots, you know, like all aped up, all the way up almost to his knees. And I'm like, just the weirdest looking dude. But that was my experience with being out in Pima County. I mean, but you see a lot of colorful characters though.
Did you run into Carl, the in-range guy?
No.
And all his little gay communist friends.
No, I did not. I know Warlord Lizard, that guy on Twitter. Yeah, he won the range up in Monona, Arizona. I've been up there once. But that was itself in its own drama. And I went up there. He got a neat little thing, and but other than that, I didn't really hang out with people that much. I just did my own thing. And I did go to Pro Gun Vegas a couple times when I was out in Vegas. And that was fun.
Okay.
Yeah, Pro Gun Vegas is fun. What the fuck, man.
Oh yeah, no, I have seen it. It looks pretty cool. All the stuff you can do there.
Yeah, it's basically you get your own lane, you self-police your stuff, but as long as you're doing fine, then they don't give a fuck, and they just let you do your thing. And that was a lot of fun.
Well, I heard they also have the place like outside of town where you go and like do all the crazy crap. Like they have a mortar you can shoot and all kinds of neat things.
Oh yeah. They did that, but I never. I know that a couple of guys on Twitter, like the Netflix, for example, he takes all the ladies, the porn star one out there, and just to hang out with. And I'm like, dude, fuck. So he goes, oh, this is what I do. And I do know that he runs his own AK Club competition thing that's going on. And he self-sponsored it because he runs the mag project. Because he owns that website. They print the mag. And he does the Chick-fil-A. One time he got in trouble with Chick-fil-A because he had a Chick-fil-A mag. And they said, don't do that anymore. And they said, okay, fine, won't do that anymore. So he has his own Chick-fil-A magazine that he can't print anymore for anyone to buy. Because Chick-fil-A is very protective about protecting the copyright. Does that make sense?
What's that? I mean, it makes sense. Yeah, I understand what you're getting at.
Yeah, anyway. I'm just rambling.
No, you're fine.
Like I said, if you need IT help, just let me know.
I will.
I'm cool coming up. It's only an hour away from me.
I'll definitely reach out to you, man. And EDW Raptor wanted us to know he's at a 1488 Ti.
Well, hey, at least you get 14K.
Yeah, it's got 6 million bytes of RAM.
128 kilobytes is all you need. That was about Bill Gates.
Yeah, it worked the best for him.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go. I'll talk to you. It was nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, man. Thanks. I'll see you around.
Yeah. Talk to you.
All right. Yep. See ya.
You drop me.
Yep, I will. All right, guys. That was K10 there. Thank you for being here, man. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. I love seeing you guys when you guys come on after seeing chat, and then you guys get your chance to come out here. Next up, we have King Jair's Bible. This should be interesting. So here we go. Here we go, chat. East of the cookies, you are on the air.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. So I got to make this quick because I got a 1600 quarter pounder strapped to a chair while he watches me and his wife. So,
all right, let's get to this.
All right. So I got a question for you. What is your favorite Michael Proctor text so far?
I have not read all of them, but I do like I watched Peter Tragos going through some of them. He's like, oh, guys, I have to be careful. This is really bad. And I'm just like, this sounds like every Irish guy in Boston.
Yeah.
It's like picking which time they say the N-word. It's like they say it all the time.
Yeah.
It's
all right.
One of the days here coming up, chat. Michael Proctor and Detective Good, Sean Good from the Canton Police Department, their texts were released as part of ongoing discovery and things, and it's just Michael Proctor's texts are like N-word, 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 cunt, 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 N-word, 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 N-word. It's really good. It's really good. So we're gonna take a look at it here.
Yeah. So Dark Lotus, I know what the oranges are for, but I'm not saying. And so our wife has a question. She's asking, would you let Mao back into the Discord? She says you don't have to answer right now. She says you don't have to say what? She says you don't have to say anything. Okay. But anyway, Sean, you are a scholar and a friend. I'll see you at the dumpster behind the Culver's sometime. It's been good talking to you.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much. All right, guys, that was Jer's Bible. Okay. I was gonna ask if Sean's keeping up with the read cases. I need to get caught back up on those, chat, but I know you guys were kind of like hearing read it out for a bit, so. But yes, if we can get a bunch of N-words read on screen, I know you guys will be all ready to go for it. You guys will be all ready to go. All right, next up, we have Flawless Cowboy. But Shugi, you're up after that, so get ready. So next up, we got Flawless Cowboy. How you doing? And how flawless are you, Cowboy?
I'm not actually from Texas, so not very at all. Although, you know, the only thing from Texas are steers and queers.
Mm.
And do you actually understand the nuance of that, Sean?
Maybe you could break it down for us. Explain.
Steers don't have balls.
Yeah.
So either way, you're a cuck, basically.
Yes.
You're in Florida now, right?
What's that? Yes.
How you enjoying Florida so far? Is it humid for you yet?
You know, I'm gonna say right now it's been okay overall. A couple days it's kind of sucked, but like today wasn't too bad. And then, you know, it's kind of funny. Yesterday it rained, you know, and on Monday it just rained, and it was like, you know, 4 o'clock hits and it's just like downpour, and I couldn't believe how hard it rained. And then all of a sudden it stopped and everything drained away, and it was like you couldn't tell it necessarily rained, which is pretty neat. Like,
my brother did basic training in Georgia, and I remember like going there for his 36-hour pass. Someone in the military can correct me on that. I forget how long they get for the pass for basic, but I remember going down there and it rained hard as hell for like 2 hours, and then you walk outside and in like 30 minutes, like where the fuck to go? It just evaporates.
yeah, it was very interesting how this has kind of worked out so far. But overall, I'm liking Florida. I'm liking it a lot. So,
any big plans? Gonna get into fishing or gonna get into anything else?
I mean, like we're gonna do that stuff, but for right now,
Gonna go find the nice places in the swamp to hide bodies.
Yes. Well, there's some places I want to go. Like one of them is it's called Coral Castle here down in Florida, and I really want to go see it because it's like it's this crazy thing where this guy like made this castle out of like 3-ton blocks of coral rock, and they're still not sure how he did it. It's pretty neat actually. So.
Was it just some random guy like in like current modern times, or was it like sometime during the colonies or before?
No, like during the 20th century. During the 20th century. So let me see here. Yeah, it's on the Y-Files. Yeah, but I remember watching it on the In Search of show, Leonard Nimoy on the History Channel. But yeah, anyways, Coral Castle, they are it's like limestone stuff. And it was by like a crazy guy.
Wait, you lived in Cleveland, Ohio, right? And like you went to Toledo, right?
Yes.
You ever go to Detroit at all, or no?
Every once in a while I go to Detroit, yeah.
Do you know those fucking creepy houses with all the dolls on them?
The house with all the dolls in Detroit?
Yeah,
there's
the dollhouse. A guy just stapled like stuffed animals to a house.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. Yes, and you're like, how does that house not burn down every Halloween? But apparently,
no, it's just some rich asshole. He has some money, and it's like he doesn't pay. From what I know, he doesn't pay taxes on it because it's an art exhibit.
Yeah,
but it's most like it looks like looks like the worst parts of Cleveland. Those houses, because it's like it's actually one of those houses is right next to a. It's I want to say it's not a saint, but it's a blessed or something like that. It's a Catholic center, and it's beautiful. They do beautiful work there. There's capuchins doing all of that. Sorry about that. It was disgusting. All this stuff, and you have this shithole next to it.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I just want to bring that up because you brought up the whole Coral Castle thing. That actually sounds like a worthwhile landmark.
It looks pretty neat, but yeah, no, it's you're like, no, the shitholes in Cleveland. It's like, which one? You're like, that's not going to help me either figure it out. We're comparing it on both.
I mean, Sean, have you ever seen the Cleveland tourism videos?
Yes. Yes.
Let me just say this though. Detroit actually is nice in some parts, despite it being a shithole. Like, one of my brothers went to school down there. Didn't go to law school, but he did go to. I don't say it's like UD Mercy is a pretty famous law school, right, or some shit.
It does, yeah.
No, my brother went there, and he, Sean, do you have any favorite German philosophers at all?
Yes, Kierkegaard.
Actually, do you know his famous quote about journalists?
No, what?
Really? You don't know that one?
No, why? Well,
you of all people, really?
I don't think so.
It's basically like if his daughter became a whore, he'd like mourn her forever and hope that she can come back from it. But if his son became a journalist, he'd be like, "No, you're fucking dead to me."
Really?
Yeah, he really detested them because it was the whole.
Well, Kierkegaard was Danish. Sorry, first of all.
Sorry, I thought he was. It's not just. No, actually, no. Those are the Dutch or swamp Germans.
Yeah, but anyways, I want to see this here. His quotes about.
Yeah, look it up. Read it out. You're less of a mush mouth than I am.
Kierkegaard. Kierkegaard journalist quote. Okay. Okay, here we go. So the lowest depth to which people could sink before God is defined by the word journalist. If I were a father and had a daughter who was seduced, I should not despair over her. I would hope for her salvation. But if I had a son who became a journalist and continued to be one for 5 years, I would give him up. You're like, based.
Well, I think the problem is though, it's always the it's the belief in that you can put the context on the truth. It's kind of that shit where it's like,
yes,
like you're a big fan of World War II history and all that stuff, right?
Just a little bit, yes.
I mean, do you ever get pissed off and you realize that like FDR kind of poisoned the well for generations?
Oh yeah, no,
you have
a lot of problems. So
you have a chair like grenade.
Yeah, so yeah, in honor of the
but like it's kind of like the whole like Clark Kent, like Superman idea of a journalist is like no, I mean they've always been. It's
Edward R. Murrow, Walter Cronkite, all those guys is just as big a cocksuckers as William Randolph Hearst.
Didn't Cronkite didn't he like legitimately peddle some New World Order shit? Like he's
probably, but he also said the Vietnam War was over. So
you ever like ask you ever asked any Vietnamese though? Like from what I understand, like the common narrative you get in schools where it's like, oh, the South Vietnamese president was a very corrupt guy. He was oppressing the Buddhists. From what I know, he wasn't. As far as like third world dictators go, he wasn't that bad. Which is
yes, he was a Pol Pot, and he was better than the Vietnamese, like the commies, but he was still really bad. He was still
the one thing I love is like did you go to a public school or a parochial school? Parochial school.
No, I went to public school all my life. Public school product right here, chat.
Your parents didn't go pleading to the archbishop or
no,
bishop?
They did not.
No, but there's a whole thing. I remember because I had friends who went to both, and they're like, "Oh yeah, the South Vietnamese oppressed the Buddhists." Like, yeah, and then the North Vietnamese did the same thing. Like as soon as they took over.
Well, then they killed the Buddhists. They really oppressed the Buddhists.
Yeah, I know that one guy setting himself on fire is really awe-inspiring. And you realize, yeah, it meant nothing though in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, it was kind of base though.
I mean, you know that one guy who set himself on fire during the Palestine protests? Do you think he was cool too?
No, that one was really kind of cringe because
I mean, in reality, the one Buddhist, there's the one.
The monk just lit himself on fire without saying a word.
No, he didn't. You mean the reenactment footage they show every time of that? That didn't actually happen. He screamed his ass off. Like the actual accounts of it, he instantly regretted it and started screaming his ass off.
I don't think I've seen that then. Well, here I was thinking he was just all base.
No, there's very famous. There's a famous like reenactment footage where it's like, oh, everyone drops what they're doing. It's like, no, in real life it was a bunch of the monks were like, holy shit, he's suicidal, get to him, and nobody knows what's going on because the MPs are like, are they trying to like do a terrorist attack, or are they breaking whatever? It's like, no, this guy just walked past some guys and lit himself on fire and he's freaking out.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's kind of like
Oh, why did it remove me? Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Sorry, I get off topic.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
As I say in Dead Poet Society, digression.
Okay. Oh, and real quick, Chitin is saying, because people were asking, he currently he hears through his hearing aid over the Bluetooth. No, he does not sign, but he does know sign language, and he uses Windows Live Captions to help him talk to people.
Oh, was that that sound like Andy Worski right now? Fuck her.
Yeah, Andy Worski.
Was that deaf guy that was on?
No. Chitin was the guy who's deaf, but I thought you were making fun of Worski there. So
no, I have a partial stutter. It sucks.
Oh, okay.
Mostly because of tripping over myself. It's not like Worski where there's actual neurological damage.
Oh. Oh, fun.
Well, I assume with Worski it's neurological damage. If it's not, I mean, that's just
there's a lot of damage there for Worski. So
yeah, probably a little bit of damage from coke.
Well, just a little bit, probably a little bit.
Oh yeah, I don't really want to bring the one gentleman who can use the N-word because the Haitian said he could probably generations ago. Do you think Medicare is kind of being a little bit of let them fight with those two?
I don't know. Are you talking about Nick and Ralph?
Sorry, did you say Mick and Ralph, like Fallout New Vegas?
Yeah, well, you're saying letting them fight. So who's Jim letting fight?
Yeah, I would say I was trying to be a little bit coy there. I didn't really want to say their names, but yeah.
Oh, you can say their names. I know, right? I mean, I guess a little bit, but it's just I don't know. I
mean, they're both detestable. I'm gonna be just very but it seems funny because it's basically like, hey, who's a bigger giant piece of shit?
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like, they're both ugly monsters that I kind of would hope would kind of crawl into a pit and die. But it's funny watching them compete for daddy's attention.
Oh, it is. It is.
Well, because it basically is just like at this point in time, it's like a really bad wrestling match. Just Ralph trying to drag him into the mud, and he's just being like, he's trying to suck up to Jim. From what I've seen, it's like Jesus.
He is, and at some point, hopefully, Jim will crack down on it. But who knows? So, I think time is going to tell there. But ultimately, regardless, remember, whatever happens, we win for the most part. So,
I mean, who wins in a trash fire?
The people watching.
Yeah, same thing as a train wreck.
Yeah.
Well, but technically in Germany, I want to say if you actually are if you're a stander by to an accident and you don't administer aid, you can be sued for it.
Well,
isn't that a shithole country?
Yes, it is. But they got and if you get involved, you might get stabbed, and the police think you're the bad guy. So.
Yep.
So all right.
I actually have one question.
One more thing.
Though.
Sure.
Which state I would say like has the most because I think from the whole like Minnesota thing with how shitty because you're now in Florida, which is very good public access laws. It's why the Florida man meme's a thing because they just let anyone.
A lot of them are Ohio too, yeah. But anyways, what state's got the best?
Like I would say from what I know, Minnesota now is really shitty public access laws because of the whole thing with that body cam, which one day hopefully will come out.
Probably won't though, but yes, one day it might.
I'm gonna find April when she's a dementia-ridden old woman, like the one on like that one woman from the God, what's the one case? It was the they killed that one kid and dumped his body with a cotton gin, and the whole thing was like, oh, she said on a tape recorder that we don't actually have that he never approached her.
Oh, Emmett Till.
Yeah, that where they basically harassed that woman the entire time and make up lies about her. Where it's like, no, I mean she actually felt harassed. But getting back to my point, sorry. Like for state laws though, which state do you think is like the best? Like I guess I'm gonna be like public public access laws or gun laws, or like, what do you say is a state that you admire for how?
Ohio's got some of the best public records laws and everything. Ohio's got some of the best around. Then Florida obviously is a good second. Like those two are like neck and neck. So
Yeah, but Ohio's going to elect Vivek Ramaswamy.
I know. You can't hit a home run every time you're up at bat. So
Yeah. Is that why you left? You didn't want to be a delete?
yes.
Which, for the fun fact,
I did not want to say hello, Mr. Governor's son.
Well, he wouldn't even let you talk him though. He has that little red thread around himself, right?
Yeah, there's
He
so
is-
much weird Indian stuff going on.
Well,
I don't.
You know that like a delete in their thing is like is anyone who's outside their caste system, right?
Yeah.
It's not just like it literally is anyone outside of that shit or who doesn't actually pay attention to it. It's anyone.
Yeah, I you know what? All I can do is figure out ways to help them suffer a loss of izzat. That's our goal. That's our
All
goal.
right. Well, thank
So.
you for listening to my rambling and me
Of course,
having
of course.
ADHD digression moments.
Yeah,
I hope you enjoy Florida. I hope you get
I'm
have a
looking
good
forward
time
to
down
it.
there.
So far.
And you know what? I hope you hope you don't take offense to this. I hope you find a good way to lose some weight down there too. It's a lot warmer.
Trust me,
Be
I'm thinking
active.
of ideas.
Calorie count. Download an app and calorie count. It works.
Just eat less is a start, but yes, that doesn't hurt too.
Also, if you actually do exercise, don't count that against your calorie total. Just don't be like, oh, I burned 200 calories. I can eat more. Don't do that. Don't
Yeah,
do that.
no. It's just that's additional extra deficit you made. Yes, I
All right,
agree.
well, thank you. I think it's Katie's winning now, so you can just.
There's a couple
cut me.
people. Yeah,
Do I just exit and leave the studio, or what do I do?
I got you. I'll take care of you.
All right, give me the boot.
Thank you, man. Flawless cowboy, everybody. Here we go. All right. V2 enthusiast. Yeah, I had the question for Chitin. If he's deaf, how's he able to hear Sean right now? I'm serious. Genuinely curious about this. Does he have a cochlear implant? Yes, he's calling you a fake. He says you're faking it. Muffin Man is a new member. Thank you. And then V2 enthusiast for $20. Says, if you end the stream without getting Katie on, I will literally walk in oncoming traffic on the Atlantic City Expressway. And Sam, I know it was all your fault. Let Katie speak. When a black woman speaks, we listen. Yes. Well, I don't know. Now you might give her incentivizing to not want to come out. And then real quick, Jeff Clegg is saying, I teach undergraduate legal writing, and I'm wondering what you think would be a good reading for the course. And I saw this earlier, Jeff, and I'm sorry. I've been thinking about that. Like, what's a good thing for like undergrads or somebody to read? I mean, Scalia did some stuff on legal writing, but it's like, you don't want to do that. Don't want to give the kids that. You don't want to give the kids this thing here. And I've talked about this before. The Red Book, done by Brian Garner, one of the more prolific writing professors in the United States. And he's actually, I don't know if he still is, but he was the editor-in-chief of Black's Law Dictionary. But this is the Red Book. It's a manual on legal style. This is, had this since law school, and I use it every once in a while. It's important just to see some different styles that are out there. Never a bad idea. Take a look at. Definitely don't use it as much as the Blue Book, and I don't use the Blue Book anymore because you can do all the citation stuff online. So that's all out there. So I don't know. I mean, are you asking for like just things to read so they understand? Because like if they just want to read legal documents, that's one thing. But if you're talking about like a thing that'll teach them how to write, I'm not sure. Not sure, Jeff. But if you want to reach out, shoot out an email to me, potentiallycriminal@gmail.com. Maybe come up with some ideas on stuff. And then Ainsley says, on a real topic, thoughts on the religious accommodation issues and the Pope's recent publication. Well, I'm not sure what the Pope did recently. But I'm sure he said something that I don't agree with, considering that's what he does. Unless did he do an encyclical or something? What did he just put out there? Because he did. Okay, so I mean, this is interesting. The Pope is defending journalism in the face of fake news, and it's like, but they are fake news, Holy Father. The drug of fake news, Holy Father. They are the fake news. But he is urging journalists to resist artificial polarizations and serve as instruments of truth. Well, that's never going to happen. So, yeah, I'm not. Yeah, that's not happening here, buddy. It's not happening here at all. So, okay. So, Demon's Rat says, may I humbly submit that by the time to suit up as a parent, it'll be too late to gather what you need. Well, you don't have to do that. You just get your shit together and then you just sit on it. So that's how you do it. Have you seen I Own You for $2? Says Sean, have you seen the show Heil Honey, I'm Home? No, I have not. Dolly Talk. Been a member for 28 months. Thank you, Dolly. Says, what does your guest think of polycules? I am good. We're not answering that question. Thank you, though. Thank you so much. All right, John, I saw you were on for a second, but then you left, so don't be afraid to come back. Next up, we got Chugi Show and then Katie. And Chugi Show, how are you doing? Are you there?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
So what's up?
Yeah, nothing much. Just dealing with idiot doctors and trying to get a basically a surgery plan scheduled so that I can get a surgery scheduled.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, fun times. But get this. The office only has one scheduler who is there 1 day a week. And I didn't know this. And so I've been trying since Friday to get a hold of them. And I found out yesterday that she's only there on Wednesdays. And so I was trying like crazy to talk to her this morning so that I could get this shit taken care of. And it's just annoying.
No, that's
No, like I can't be the only patient that has like found that a frustrating way to set up. But apparently she goes around to different offices in the Kettering Health Network area and does their scheduling. And so she's at a different office every day. Instead of just having one number that people could just call, they do it this way.
If she's
so,
doing it in person, like, she could just sit at a computer. It doesn't have to be everywhere. But yeah, that's interesting. But that sounds like an HMO for you.
Yeah.
So hopefully,
that's been fun.
Yeah. Well, hope you get all squared away coming up.
Yeah. On more cheerful news, every once in a while, I am thankful for the YouTube algorithm. The random stuff it'll just show me. So like sometimes I'm like listening to things like recipes from History Guy. I don't think I'm saying it right. So he'll talk about how something in 1850 was made, and he'll actually like talk about the recipes that we have. Well, so I ended up going down this rabbit hole of different things, and then finally it serves me up this guy named Nils Glenn. And he's a Christian, and he does this usually just like about 30-minute deep dives on different topics. I encourage you to find his YouTube video from 4 months ago that says in and it slashes out the word, his AI image slashes out the word in and puts it up as God's image. And ignore the title for a minute. It says, the image of God is weirder than I thought. I was like, what? This is intriguing. It blew my fucking mind. I was literally standing there in my kitchen, and it's talking about what it actually means to say the Lord's name in vain. But I'm listening to how this break down what it actually meant to people in that day and age and how they internalize what it means to be made in the image of God. And I was just sitting in my mind going, oh my God. It's like there's all these things where I'm like, oh my God, this all makes sense now. There was all these, my mind just kept going in 100 different directions.
Oh, okay.
I realized, I understand why the mark of the beast is bad. We are taking on, oh my God, we're taking on the likeness of someone else, Sean. That's why we can't take the mark of the beast, because we're supposed to be in the image of God. Are you following what I'm saying?
A little bit, yes. A little bit.
Watch the video, and it'll all make sense. I've been sending the video to my dad. I was like, what? And so he's kind of been like, I was like, well, that kind of makes sense. I'm like, what? Why did nobody ever explain this to me at the Christian high school that my parents spent entirely too much money paying something to do?
Yeah. No, I feel that way sometimes too myself. So
it was like it just makes so much sense, Don. I'm telling you. I'm gonna send it to you.
All right, I'll take a look at it. And
you're like, great. I gotta listen to this. I gotta watch this weird, random YouTube video now.
That happens all the time. I'm kind of used to that now. So.
Well, you have plenty of time to do it now.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm just saying, though. I do it all the time anyway.
you have a backlog of YouTube videos. You can finally tell the person, yes, I watched it.
Oh no, I have so many right now. I have so many. So. But yeah, no, send me the link. I'll take a look at it.
Okay, when is going to be the next modeling stream?
Hopefully soon. I just got to get all the crap unpacked and sorted out. So.
Will you do a thing soon where we can come on with our own stuff? I still gotta do that diamond painting thing.
Yeah, no, I plan on doing a couple more of those coming up. So.
Yay!
So.
Never know. I might be off work for 6 weeks at some point and have plenty of time.
Well, like I said, I plan on doing that soon.
Cool. When is the next day stream gonna be?
When's the next what?
When is going to be your next day stream?
I don't know. That's something. Probably start doing those next week.
Awesome. So is your computer finally fixed now?
It's limping along, but we'll work on getting that fixed here soon.
Okay. Well, I'm guessing that you have some other people that need to come on here and have more important stuff to tell you than which YouTube video you should listen to.
I don't know about if it's more important or not, but they certainly do have other people to get in here. So
well, I DM'd it to you on Twitter.
All right, I'll take a look at it.
All right. Have a nice night.
Yep. See ya.
Bye.
Bye. All right, chat. We got Katie. You're up next. Katie, don't say anything yet. I got to get this started.
No, I'm not going to do anything crazy. I'm not like that all the time, you guys.
All right, hold on.
No. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I don't know why we have this accordion version, but
it's very folk style.
I like it. But I wasn't going to read anything tonight. You can shut it down. But I looked up. I really didn't have anything to talk about tonight, which is why I wasn't going to call in. But I Googled. I don't know why the music's still going. I Googled some random questions for a criminal defense attorney. So let's quiz and let's see if you can answer these.
All right.
All right. So, first question. You are defending a client on trial for theft.
Okay.
Before he testifies, he explicitly tells you he's going to lie on the stand and create an alibi. As an attorney, what is the proper ethical course of action?
Well, are there multiple choice for this?
No. This is your prep for your bar.
Well, you could put him up there and you could say, tell us what happened, but you're not going to try to reinforce anything else he does or says.
Okay. Google says you must first attempt to persuade him to testify truthfully. If he refuses, you must ask the court to withdraw his counsel, which seems a little extreme, but yeah. All right. Question number 2. An officer pulls a man over for speeding. While writing the ticket, the officer walks a drug-sniffing dog around the car without reasonable suspicion. The dog alerts, officers search the car, and drugs are found. The man seeks to suppress the drugs. Will his motion succeed?
It should, unless the cop lies about why he was looking. But if he's, if he's going to be honest, then the suppression should work.
Yep. That's what Google agrees with. Question number 3. A woman is forced by an armed gang leader to assist in a murder under explicit threats that her own children will be killed if she refuses. She assists and is charged with intentional murder. Is duress a valid defense?
For murder, no.
Okay.
No, that's the one thing you're not allowed to use as a defense for murder. You're not allowed to kill people. So if something's going to happen, you generally have to let it happen instead.
Perfect. It says duress is a complete defense to almost all crimes, but never a valid defense to intentional homicide. I guess we'll do one more. Let's do police respond to a noise complaint at a house where your client occasionally stays in the guest room. The uncle who leases the house consents to a search of the entire premises. Officers find contraband in the guest room while your client is absent. Can your client suppress the evidence?
Give me the basic facts again of that, how they came across that evidence.
Focus.
I am.
Police respond to a noise complaint at a house where your client...
I got the noise complaint part.
Okay. He occasionally stays in the guest room. Uncle leases the house and consents to the search of the entire premises.
Oh, I would argue he has privacy in his own room. So even if the place is leased out.
It says that the client cannot suppress the evidence. A homeowner who has common authority over the premises can validly consent to a search. And an oversight using the guest's Fourth Amendment privacy expectations do not override the homeowner's authority. That's kind of where they're arguing it from.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
who knows what a judge would say?
That makes sense. I don't know if I'd agree 100% with that, but it works. It works.
Yeah. I know that they wanted something racist, so I guess I'll just read this passage.
No, wait. All right, here we go.
With satanic joy in his face, the black-haired Jewish youth lurks in wait for the unsuspecting girl whom he defiles with his blood, thus stealing her from her people. With every means, he tries to destroy the racial foundations of the people he has set out to subjugate. It was and it is the Jews who bring the Negroes into Rhineland, always with the same secret thought and clear aim of ruining the hated white race by the necessarily resulting bastardization, throwing it down from its cultural and political height, and himself rising to be its master. Good night.
Testify. All right, thanks, kid. Let's even slow down. Slow New York all the way down. All right, guys. Okay, so that's been a fun show so far. What else we got here? Ammo's currencies, remember 21 month says, based. Mel says, oh my God, we're going to cost you on a future job. Well, yeah, it's kind of. Don't worry, that's already been costed, probably. Was that Matthew Harris? No. That was far too eloquently written to be Matthew Harris. This is actually hilarious with the accordion. Yes, but this guy does Erica like very, very well. So I just slowed it down like 10%. So it's like really taking a moment. I'm not going to get a job in a prosecutor's office. Well, that's true. I mean, that's true. No future jobs equal unlimited day streams. I mean, there will be a lot. There will be a lot, chat. But I still have from one of the courts I was in, they are allowing me to, they want me to finish a couple of the cases I have. So I am doing that next. So I can co-author stuff with Steve. Let's see here. Missouri Battle Flag says, I'm in the studio. I don't see you there. So, are we going to stream the LA City Council meetings? Yes, we'll try that one time on a Friday. The funny part will be when it's Juneteenth. What do they do? Because guys, remember, Juneteenth is this Friday. I see a parole officer got fired over Carmelo Anthony comments. No, did not see that. So, and no, there we go. Now I got the, hold on here, chat. All right, there we go, chat. Oh, that's why it's spelling it wrong. Well, it looks weird. I was like, I'm missing an entire letter. It's like, no wonder that didn't work right. All right, chat. So we have we got, I think it'll be our last. John says the Army gave me off Friday. Thank Hegseth. Wait, you got Juneteenth off? No, you have to work, sir. Juneteenth is where Black people celebrate unemployment. All right. Missouri Battle Flag, I see your names on there. Do you want your name out there, or do you want to change it? Because it says it's got your real name down there, and I didn't know if you want people to see that or not. I know you talk about your court case, so I just wanted to make sure you're aware of that. If you're good, give me a thumbs up. So, it's the opposite Father's Day. Oh my God. Wow. That's rough. All right. So we got our last caller for the night. Missouri Battle Flag. How you doing, man? Welcome to the show. It's good to see you. It's been a little while.
Where is it?
You're good. You're... Oh, good.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you. We can hear you.
I'm having some lemonade.
Well, there you go. Some lemonade, just some simple lemonade.
Yeah, nice. Did you feel the earthquake?
I was out actually when that happened, but 2.0 felt it. There was an earthquake down in Cuba, chat, like last week, and I did not feel it because I was in the car, but she felt it. And apparently the animals did too, and they got all freaked out by it. So, but no, I did not get the chance to feel it.
I've got an echo here or something.
Oh, okay. Do you need a minute? Do you want me to take you off for a second? All right. Well, I'll pull you off for a second, let you get fixed that. Michelle says, who is Daryl? Screen name. This is Missouri Battle Flag. When you've seen him. Oh, actually, here, I could fix that here.
Well,
There we go.
I think it went away.
Oh, okay, you're
I
all
think
set. All right.
I think you fixed it. Yeah.
Oh, okay, perfect.
I don't mind my real name being out there.
Oh, okay. Well, no, but Michelle was like, "Who is it?" And it's like, we'll use a name they know. So I just wanted to make sure. I didn't want you to.
No, it's all good. That's my hateful avatar. I had this attorney attack me in court a few years ago, and he's like, "You have that Missouri Battle Flag YouTube page. That's a hate page."
Yeah, well, you know, it's not a bad flag. It's not a bad looking flag. John says, did you just asking, did you just make that your lemonade? I think is what he's asking.
I have this damn echo, and I'm just a boomer tech here. I have 2 emails, so the email for Missouri Battle Flag, and then the email for, and I signed in. So,
So here, you know what?
It's
You know what,
it's a
Daryl?
Christian flag. I like it because it has the Christian cross and it's blue and white.
Yeah. Stacy says, "What part of Missouri are you in?"
Milo, between Joplin and Kansas City. Well, I'm waiting for my writ of certiorari to be docketed in the U.S. Supreme Court.
Oh, well, good luck on that. And may you get your chance to be heard.
Yeah, I think I followed all the rules.
Did you get your stuff all bound properly? Because that's the other thing you have to do once you get to the point of sending in your brief. It's got to be bound and, properly. They have all their rules and they're ridiculous. So.
This photo is just horrible, and I don't know how to get rid of it.
Okay. Do you want me to? Well,
Do I go out and come back?
Yeah, if you want to.
Okay, it's horrible. It's stupid.
No worries. We'll be here. Let's see here. Eric says that explains a lot. Someone drank and breathed. SCOTUS opinions have absurdly wide margins. They have margins issues. They have you have to have binding and there's an entire they have their own style manual. They have their own writing guide. Let me see here. We'll bring it up. They have their own writing guidance. Their own rules, guys. I think we talked about this before. Rules for the Supreme Court. They have guidance on scheduling, on amicus briefs, informa pauperis cases, paid things, submitting documents, all kinds of things. Booklet format specifications. Here's how they this is how they do stuff. It's ridiculoso, chat. It is ridiculoso. How stuff gets, word limits, the colors on your covers. If you're doing a writ of certiorari, it's got to be white. If you're doing a brief in opposition, you better have an orange one. If you're doing a brief for an amicus curiae or amicus curiae, it's got to be cream. If you're doing a brief on the merits for the petitioner or the appellant, it's got to be light bleu. Bleu clair. Not bleu foncé. There's a reply brief on the merits. You got to be yellow. There's all kinds of rules for all kinds of crap, chat. It is. Oh crap! You guys can't see it. Here you go. This is no cameras either. It's mysterious. Yeah, well, that's always how they do it. But this is an example of what you use, and your colors have to be on the. Everything you send out's got to have a color code. And it's that's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Ag says, chat, tomorrow's my last day of the week. Yes, for a lot of people. Yes. Except for a couple hours on Friday. You have to work on Juneteenth? That sucks. That's no good. That's no good, man. Let's see here. Oh, and then here is the other thing that we were talking about, the rules of the Supreme Court. They cover everything, guys. They cover everything about how you submit things, how stuff has to be put together, document preparation. Like, they have all kinds of crap, chat, in this. Let's see here. Yeah. So, booklet format. Like, they tell you how things have to be, done. And it's just, yeah. And it's just insane what they do here. And the text of everything has to be in a Century Family expanded New Century School Book or Century School Book. They don't do different styles or anything like that. Like, they just show you what happens here. This is the entirety of what they do. It's the entirety of what they do. Judicial decision modeling with AI, you can have it guess the split. Yes, that is true. So, and we have him back. Hey,
I'm
Joe.
back. I got
Yep.
rid of the.
There you go. Good.
I got rid of the echo. It's very complicated, and you have to send like 12 copies. And I actually mailed it May. I sent a copy to the Solicitor General, and then I sent a copy to the court. And of course, it goes through safety checks since 9/11 or something. It has to get X-rayed and everything. And I was going to use these clips for the binder. And if I would have did that, there would have been metal in there, and that might have held it up more. But I did talk to a clerk about a week ago, and I haven't got a deficiency letter yet. And so hopefully it will be docketed maybe by the end of the month or the first week of July. And of course, and there is a split. There's the Eighth Circuit splits from the circuits across the country. They use this shit Argentinian credit case to get rid of me per curum. That means, for those non-Latin understanding, it means to get rid of me, and no one could use it for precedent. I never could say that word right, but so I worked really hard on it for maybe 3 months. I worked on it. And I did emailed it to you, and you could share it if you wanted to, or review it sometime. And it's speech. When Trump came back into office. Now, I voted for Trump the first 2 times, but this last time I didn't vote for him. I took pictures of my ballot, and I really, I think they've got dirty pictures of him. But he had signed an executive order. I should know it by heart. It's 38899, and he signed that in 2019 for anti-Semitism. But then when he came into office this time, he signed the 1488. How's that happen? That the executive order is, well, it's 14188. It's not quite 1488, but
still pretty close.
Yeah, they could target your speech, and I've made and actually, if you go in the judge let it move forward. This young DOJ attorney tried to cancel our meeting, and we were supposed to meet before we moved to discovery, and he tried to cancel it, and the judge let me move forward. And when he tried to get it dismissed, he said, Mr. McClanahan just has filed this case basically because he just wants the ability to say anti-Semitic things. Well, in my writ, he targeted me with that. If he says, actually, I take that back. He said, Mr. McClanahan wants to say anti-Semitic, well, he said anti-Israel things without reprisal. What the hell does without reprisal mean? That there should be some reprisal for me being anti-Israel. And so that's in there. It's a lot to talk. It's like these cases you go through. I commend you on that whenever you go through these cases and you read them to everyone. It takes a lot to do that. Like she was quizzing you with the questions and everything. And it takes a lifetime of study. And I'm totally unschooled. I'm all self-taught with everything I've done. And
Mhm.
I have a case in state court with this judge. Well, 2 cases. I'm suing the governor of Missouri for real ID and what's a constructed conflict between the executive and the judicial. I had this public defender write a memorandum stating that you can't give him a different attorney because I don't work for the judiciary. I work for the executive. And so the judge dismisses my case, and I appeal to go to the appellate court. The appellate court, May 9th, sends me a letter saying, you can't appeal because it's not a judgment. The judge didn't write, and I didn't know this case law, this St. Louis case law, that a judge must write judgment or declaration. And they just wrote case dismissed. So I had to file motions that make the correction. He makes the correction. It's Judge Stumpy, Cole County, Missouri. You can look up the case, Daryl McClanahan, Cole County versus Michael Keogh, the governor. He re-puts the order in there, and he just hand writes judgment in there. And then, of course, the appellate court sent it back and said, oh, we don't have jurisdiction. You have to reapply to move to the appellate court. And so they're using every procedural thing they can do.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy one to say. It wasn't like a final order because, that's an easy one where they could say, well, he's got to make it final, and then once he does it, they're like, oh, it's too late.
I have another case against the public defenders locally, and the judge dismissed it in January, and he never allowed me to move forward to the appellate court. And the other day, I told him he needed to make a correction because he did the same one-liner shit. They're all concluding. They're all in collusion. I think it's a conspiracy. They're
all in cahoots. Yeah.
Oh, they all know about me because, and then I have a federal complaint, and there's 3 judges on there, and he never let me move to serving anyone. Yet they gave me subpoenas, and it's just a total jerk around because I'm pro se, and really. I advocate for prisoner Jeffrey Winehouse, and he thinks you attorneys have a monopoly on the law. And that's something I've talked about and argued for a long time, is that we really need, I know it's an adversarial process, but we really need more. The judge needs to be more of an inquisitor. I think the judge should, you can tell me if you disagree. I know you would. I think the judge should be more proactive, not a activist judge, but the judge should be more proactive on making both sides present their evidence.
It depends on what judge you get, because there's a lot of judges who will ask questions, in my experience, but then there's a lot who are just bumps on a log. So
the same like a jury. The same with the juries. The juries are kept in the dark.
Yes,
and certainly a lot of pro se make mistakes. They don't know what they're doing, but a lot of times, I think this is a cause the whole sovereign citizen movement is these people get in a position where they can't get anywhere. And I've never went down that road, but I actually lived in Montana during the Montana Freeman standoff. And before that happened, several years before that, I attended a lecture and Leroy Schweitzer spoke, and he was really a really smart guy. And that was a real railroad job. With the ABC saying their cameras got stolen on private property. But if you Google, was Leroy Schweitzer gagged and bound to his chair for trial? The internet will say no. So I go back in my emails and get like an email where I sent and then I put it in there and I'm like, oh, you're wrong. And then, I'm listening to this libertarian today. This machine learning is a big problem with Google. Our children and young people and the Jews. The ADL, Jonathan Greenblatt, I just saw a clip where they said social media got ahead of us. We want to control the narrative. They want to control the information. They want to control the AI, the information that's, and I play with that all the time. And actually the Attorney General of Missouri said, I did make a mistake. And she tried to say I made a whole bunch of mistakes. And I did use I said there was no rules of civil procedure, and I used a hallucination. Now this has been a long time ago, and I making sure not to make any mistakes like that. But she's like, he can't use AI. And then the public defender that wrote this memorandum saying she works for the executive, she said he's practicing law without a license. I'm not representing anyone except myself. And I've got a bar complaint against her and she was in trouble a few years ago, and she said some disparaging things about me, and I'm hoping to see her disbarred. And actually, this lawyer, the Republican Party kept me from being on the ballot as a Republican, and the Republican attorneys, this Mark Elinger, I don't know how you say his name, Elinger and Bell, and they were
Mark.
What's that?
You just say it. We'll just say Mark's an asshole. How about that?
He's a scumbag, and he put freaking false documents in on the 17th of March, knowing that the computer would set the docket time and time me out on March 31st, where I couldn't be on the ballot. And plus, the judge is an old Republican here in Missouri, and he don't want to. There's only 3 parameters for me to be on the ballot: is I got to be over 25, I got to live where I'm running, and the Republicans met me and my family at the table to sign up, and they said, we're not letting you sign up. Well, they put documents in McClanahan versus Hopkins, the Secretary of State. They put fake documents in there from this Von Glahn case, and they said, oh, we were served by U.S. Marshals with this case, and it has nothing to do with Daryl's case. I had a friend, Pastor Eli James, Eurofolk Radio. He paid for that case, for me to file that case. He's a Purple Heart Vietnam veteran, identity preacher, and he's my friend. And he wanted me to run for office, and I told him they're not going to let me this time because they sued me when I ran for governor and wrote a bunch of lying shit about me. And so I filed this complaint, and they done everything they can to keep me out. You should read the complaint. Ronald Reagan was a Democrat. He campaigned for the New Deal. Tulsi Gabbard, they let her on there, but people like Thomas Massey, Ron Paul. I was a Ron Paul delegate. I've always been a Republican. And how can you have a party and not have dissenting voices? But these bastards put fake. I gave them a notice of safe harbor too. You know what a notice of safe harbor is for correction? They didn't make any correction. The judge did not make them, and it's called the Von Glahn case. And they put this crap in there, and we paid a process server. The process server back in December, I have pictures where he was going to the Republican Party office, and they would not answer the doors, and they wouldn't take any phone calls, and they refused to be served. And he served them February 24th, the morning I showed up, because one of them was there. He served them, and they still wouldn't let me be on the ballot. And everyone has a right to be this. They recently wrote an article. I sent that to you too, June 9th. And in that article, the girl, she's this fugly leftist from Chicago writing for Republican lawyers. She writes all of the tenets that says, oh, my case was tossed and I lost. Well, if you read the judge, I'm solid. I should be on the ballot, and that federal judge should have protected my. So in my appeal coming up, then I'm going to argue I could just go. It's a huge kind of mess, but I enjoy standing up for my rights. I think other people should do it as well. Always do it legally and lawfully. Follow all the rules. Always be respectful. When we're here talking in private, we can say they suck, and yeah, right?
Yeah, no, it's true,
and
it's true.
Yeah, if you would. If anyone wants you to share any of that, I would really be honored if you would. And yeah, I know a lot of people make fun of me or whatever, or they want to say he's a evil, racist Ku Klux Klansman. I brought my Leatherman. I got a Leatherman.
There you go.
I got a. All right. I was trying to get the armband, but my wife went to bed, and I've got an Italian.
Oh, yeah.
I've got an Italian flag you would love, and I've got a banner. I've got a real deal banner. And so this is one a friend gave me. That's
nice. Looks good.
That's nice. Oh, I got tons of all the guy toys. Let's see. This is the one I carry every day. This one here. That's the one.
Nice.
I'm always prepared.
Very nice.
Me and my son was working on this yesterday.
That looks good.
I was was putting a little.
No,
putting a
like the
little
handle,
wrapper
no, the
around
handle
it.
not so much, but the wooden part looks very good
And-
in the eye.
And I'm making a steel cap for this, and I got lots of projects, but this law stuff, man, can keep you pretty busy. You know,
Yeah,
when you're
trust
trying
me.
to fight the man.
Oh yeah.
I just saw they
Yeah.
killed these dumb cops shot some shoplifters. That would be a legal question for you. Can you shoot someone when they come and take a gas can out of your yard? No, you cannot. Well, they shot at the black women leaving the myth. I'm just waiting for the race war to break out. You know, they
Well,
shoot the
we're
little
almost there.
1-year-old
We're almost
baby.
there.
They shoot the little 1-year-old baby, and these Jews starving all these Palestinian people. I mean, you know, and then
Yeah.
they say I'm a hateful racist. I am not. If I think we're separate. We all should be with our people, and that doesn't mean we
Yeah.
can't do that. We can't do business with each other. And
No, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
we shouldn't. America shouldn't be. Now, of course, if there's terrorist or there's real deal threats to America, we have to defend ourselves, just like our home and everything. But you know, shooting. A lot of times the cops aren't held accountable when they shoot someone in the back. My friend Jeffrey Winehouse, look up the story of Jeffrey Winehouse, the U.S. Observer. He calls me every day from prison. He thinks he's going to be raptured out of prison. I mean, I don't believe in the rapture, but you know, none of these lawyers have done anything. Whenever the cop that shot him was on Prozac, and they covered it up for 3 years, and they lied, and there's no accountability. I think people are really pissed off that there's no accountability. I think America, you look at the Epstein files and all of that trash, it goes back to Hillary, all of them. I mean, you know, not so much, I guess Clinton had Mena, Arkansas, and the dirt going back there.
Yeah.
And, I recently listened to Nixon talking about when he was vice president for Eisenhower, that he learned that any good Republican congressman or person will do anything for the president. And then I listened to Reagan when he was governor debating Robert Kennedy Jr. And Reagan was saying when the majority elects us and we have the will of the people, basically we could do whatever we want. And he says, what if we have some tax protester that doesn't want to pay their taxes? Well, he was president in 1982. Watch the documentary, Death and Taxes, Gordon Call. And this is this authoritarian mindset we have from the Republican Party, the Democrats too, that once these people get power, there's no, you know, how can we have 4 years of this guy and then the next guy changes it, that where nothing works together?
4 years right back, and then 4 years right back to where we are now, and then 4 more years back another direction. Yeah, no, I agree. That's frustrating.
I'm sure I'm not the only person that ever come up with that. And I think, you know, I pray, I believe in God. I think everything happened for a purpose. I think there's lots of things that are beyond our understanding, that if I can admit there's things beyond my understanding, you know, like, is the earth flat or is it round? I mean, I love that, you know, or did we go to the moon or not? I mean, cause I don't know, but I love to talk about it. And I love how it just like, gets people like insane and bent because they're just freaking programmed and unable to, you know, critically think. Not that I'm like some kind of, you know.
And hey, to be fair, we're all on the internet. We're not the most critical thinkers in the world. I mean, that's true for all of us.
I've got my Nighthawk here with me.
Yes. All right. Well, Daryl, I don't mean to cut you short here, but I think we are going to wrap this up. And
no, I appreciate the time. And I'd love it if you'd share my writ and if anyone wants to go to the Federal Pacer and look at the Trump case, in the Trump case, I did a supplementary information, and I talk about not the Catholic girl. Her name's not Pajib, but it's like Pajib. We know that's the guy running in Ohio. But the Catholic girl that was the beauty queen for Trump, they kicked her off of this council, and I predicted that last year in this summary. And I talk about the 2 Live crew, and I use all the filthy language in the writ. And then in my 8th Circuit appeal, I told them that some Jews aren't redeemable. So
ask for a judicial finding on that.
Yeah. All right, man. Peace and blessings. I appreciate the time.
All right, Daryl. You have a good night, man.
You too, and enjoy Florida. I know you got to do what you got to do. Your family's there in Ohio and everything, but you know, and it's good. It's a part of your life that'll, you know. I lived in Montana for 10 years. I moved around different places. I love where I live now here in Missouri, and well, I was born and raised here. That's why I'm the Missouri Battle Flag. But
okay, yeah,
you know, good on you. And your office is looking good. I saw that. I said, oh, he's unpacking.
Yeah, we're making some progress. Some point we'll be
next
done.
Next time you have a call in, I'll make sure to have the armband and a flag.
I appreciate that. All right, thanks, Daryl. Good luck with your case, man. All right, guys, there we go. Let's see here. Where are the Camp Clyde meetings being held? Can't tell you. Can't tell you. I'm frozen again. Uh-oh. Hold on, chat. Oh, no. All right, chat. So I'm trying to restart the camera here. Give me a second. That was weird. That was weird, but not funny and weird. There we go. There we go, chat. I'm back. But where's the Clyde meeting? Camp Clyde meeting? Shh. Can't tell you. Can't tell you. Okay, so I can come back and show my dog to do a dog off. Oh yeah. Well, there we go, guys. So with that, it's black. No video now. Well, there we go. Let's see here. Oh, we got one last person. We'll wrap it up from here. We have Keopathic. How you doing, man?
I'm good. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. So I just I come bearing warnings that everyone may think that we're living in Weimar times, but it's going to get a lot worse because California State Senator Scott Wiener is pretty much slated to take Nancy Pelosi's spot in Congress.
Oh, you didn't need that there. Yes, Scott Wiener is taking over. He will be.
And for anyone who doesn't know, in California, he's the state senator who got knowing.
He decriminalized having little boys having sex with men.
Oh, he did more than that. First he said, knowingly exposing others to HIV, that shouldn't be a felony.
Yes.
He got that knocked down, and then he was like, well, gay people start early, so if a 14-year-old has sex with an adult, as long as the adult's within 10 years, that the adult doesn't go on the list.
No.
And so yeah, that's going to go on national level. So we're going to have a lot real fucking fun.
Well, there you go. There you go. How's your job going? Good.
I haven't done a single damn thing.
Best kind of job ever.
I'm literally showing up, sitting around for a few hours, then leaving because it's all government contract nonsense. And the way we're seeing it is they probably weren't expecting the company to get all the people they needed this quickly. And so it's like, well, we don't have anything for them to do because we weren't expecting them to be here.
Oh, well, I mean, hey, you're still getting paid, so.
Yeah, everyone's tax dollars at work. You're literally paying me to fucking do nothing. Blesses, hugs, and kisses.
All right, well, microdosing Hitler. I like that.
That was some weird SJW shit from like years ago. I want to say around the Gamergate or Internet Blood Sports. Someone was like, they're microdosing Hitler, and I think they meant it as in like you're trying to be sneaky about it.
Yes.
You're microdosing Hitler. And it's like, well, that just sounds fucking cool. Whatever the
fuck. You've already sold me on it.
Yeah.
So.
Anyway, so yeah, no worries. We're wrapping up.
So in summary, for Keopathic, he's doing great. No SUFA in there, but for the state of California, SUFA. So,
America,
so
you're gonna fucking suffer.
that too, and we're all gonna suffer. Yes. Bob Johnson says, "I'm moving to Patagonia. Good luck with that." I'm moving to the far end of the world. So, all right, chat. Well, with that said, we are going to wrap this up. Kia Patrick, thank you for being here. And Pony Max says, the real one's Macrodose Hitler. All right, guys. So with that said, I will see you guys later. And remember, until next time, that just because you did it, does not mean you're guilty. And oh, I forgot there are a couple things here. John Coleman says, I was on for $5. I was King Jair's Bible. The secret is out. And then been there, done that for $2. Says $2 to kick Kate to not being prepared. Yes, well, Katie eventually did get prepared. She brought the receipts, and we were able to properly conduct ourselves at our very, very, very there. Pay the Clyde tax. You guys will get a Clyde tax here, yes. Get a free. Why do I keep saying I was muted? You get a free one, chat. You get a free one. So just because you called in doesn't mean you're guilty. Yes. That said, chat, I will talk to you guys later and have a great night, everybody. And tomorrow night, we got a lot we're talking about. Bunch of funny stuff, actually. It's kind of more funny than sad. So it's going to be one of those more like wacky and zany stuff. I'd fall asleep listening to us too. So, all right, chat. Well, good night, guys. And I will see you tomorrow.
Weapons, blacksmithing, and models of planes, esoteric works, and even some trains. Much merriment had while drinking White Claws, tips on hunting, and even talking the law. Whatever you do, just don't talk to cops, even when they nab you on illegal stops. Just 'cause you did it doesn't mean you're guilty, but please talk to a local attorney. Was that the fat guy Rick Hayden yelled at? Why, yes it was, he even knows he's fat. For all this fun and more, there's one place to go, here on Sean Martin's Potato